Good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C. And also, a very happy Pi Day to you all on this fine 14th of March the 14th. I'm just looking for some music here. Appropriate music for what we'll be doing, hopefully. Because we're going to work on categories today. So I've searched for cat in my little search engine here. I've got all sorts of interesting results. Classification. The cat is here. Catnip in the Pulse OST. How long is that? I think it's quite a short one, is it maybe? Well, let's pop that on. That's 30 minutes. It's playing. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, I mean, classification is what I'm doing exactly. Scattered thoughts. Let's see, that seems quite lengthy. I don't know what this soundtrack is gonna sound like at all. Okay, so that's 2 hours worth of music. I think that should be enough for now, I think. So yeah, it's about Spot have gone live. There's absolutely no activity anywhere at all, which is such a shame these days. Honestly, it's such a shame. But what can you do? So yeah, let's. What's in there? There's no contentious stuff, I don't think. So let's just open a private Firefox window. Yeah, and I still don't care about the session manager. Don't tell me about that. So let's go to out.html, which is this guy. And as of yesterday, we had this stuff happening. We spent 3 hours or so getting superscript numbers into the thing. So as you can see here, there is a superscript 1 there, which corresponds with this 1 up here. And if I click on here, superscript 2 for Ginger Bill. And if I just manage to get that there, there's a superscript 3 there. Now I actually realised something that I did yesterday was to put in a check for if the preceding character was a space. Yeah, it's like this thing here. Now this could fail, I reckon. This could fail if there's nothing in the text, basically. So I kind of strongly suspect that if I do this on all of my HTML files, there should be a crash. Yeah, there is. And that's going to be because of this. So basically what I want to first of all do, I want to say if the offset is less than or equal to 2, I'd say, then that means that the reference is at the very beginning. So let's just see where the offset is here. So yanked there. Right. So if the offset is less than or equal to 2, then what we want to do is we want to say we want to sprintf, right, into the text pointer. Yeah, I want to sprintf into the text pointer. Oh, hang on a minute. We also want to check what we've got in the reference. So the logic for references was if it has a title, use that. References of, I was supposed to write it's 2. Ah, interesting. Okay. No change it really. That's interesting. So I can say ink is equal to that. I guess. Actually, I'll leave that just for the moment while I have all this other stuff that might be wrong, might be potentially breaking. Sprint over to the text pointer. A string, and the string is going to be, yeah, it's going to be one of 3 things. But it's going to be the string, and then it's going to be the soup, and then the D, and then this. I think that's all I need. And this first string is going to be HTML annotations, annotation index, reference. Does the return also include an alternator? Good question. References, ref local index. Offset, right. And then I believe page is one of the things we can have here. So it's going to be that. That's going to be the data ref. I believe that might be fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Success, I think. So it's like it's like if there's a page, use that. If there's a website, use that. And then if there's a title, use that, I would guess. Otherwise, maybe just put the URL or something, maybe? That might be a reasonable way of doing it. Yeah, right, okay. So I also want to do here, don't I? Ink is going to be equal to that. And then I need to increment the text pointer by the incrementer. So if there's some of this, then we do this. Else if, was that the right key? No, it wasn't. Else if there's a site, wasn't it? I think I said. Else if there's to say title, we want to do a title. Oh yeah, and also yeah, for each of these ones we wanted to then increment by the ink. So that means these, yeah, so that's fine. I can do the actual increment after the if, because it's all going to be the same. Hang on a second. I don't need the super. The super is redundant because this is going to then come back around here, and this guy down here could have the super, so I don't need the superscript bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting slightly ahead of myself there. Right. That's all we need. And then, if the offset is less than less than or equal to 2, then this thing isn't going to succeed anyway. But if it is greater than, then this would want to test, which is totally fine. But either way, it's going to end up putting the super at the end of it. So basically all this is doing, the idea of this is like, if the reference is put at the start of the thing, the start of the text node, then it will actually output some information. It'll write sort of like whatever I put, rather than just putting a superscript number just floating in midair. I think that's kind of like a nice kind of way of doing it, I think. Yeah. So yeah, page site title. So the page corresponds to a website. The site also corresponds to a website. The title corresponds to a book, usually. Yeah, I mean, one of those should be filled in, I think, actually. So maybe I don't need... Yeah, let's say that's fine, I think. Let's just stick with that. And then we want to increment the text pointer by the incrementer. So with a bit of luck, that should actually squash the error. Oh, it doesn't. Wow, okay. So there's a write of size 2242. On line 297. What? Was that the right line? 297, yeah. So it's trying to write into the working location. It doesn't like it. Blimey. Oh, is that just taking it over the... allowable size? I wonder. Let's just make the arena a bit bigger. Yeah, right. That's an unfortunate thing. So that was probably OBBG 42 again. Oh wow. hang on a minute. These guys all supposedly succeeded, but then this one kills it on line 241. Right, interesting. So yeah, I thought this would be a problem. What's it saying actually? Unknown address. So yeah, okay. Excluding it. So does that mean that I need to also do a +1? Does that, is that right? No. Gosh, and that's a different error again. I think. Oh, maybe not actually. No, it was the same error. So, right, let's have a look. Sprint over into the text pointer. Yeah. Let's step into it, I think. This is line 239. CGDB. Right. So I want to be watching the... Oh no, well, I'll just print the annotation index. 75. See if this crushes it. Yeah, I can continue, can't I? Then we're on 81. 160. So it's exited normally this time. Kind of interesting. Let me also just double check that I'm using ink correctly actually. What line was it again? 239. So run to there, step over it. So ink is, okay, ink is minus 6608. So that's a problem, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Am I supposed to do... Well, hang on. Else if... If any of these guys... Am I supposed to do this in there, I wonder? You know, because ink hasn't been set. That's probably the problem, I think. Yeah, that was it, okay. So I don't think I can actually test any of that at all. So let's just write something in a test file here. So let's just delete up to the ref, and then instructions that Scala, yeah. That's cool. So that just marries up with the title. Let's also, so say like if there isn't a page, it goes to GitHub. If there isn't that. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, what I said was that, yeah, oh, right, so if there isn't either of those, actually what does happen if I do that? Yeah, right. Because this has failed. Right. So I suppose I do need to check actually, don't I? I do need to do this check as well, again. I mean, unless I want to actually enforce that you have to... Test point of physics to ink, right. So maybe if I just initialize this to 0, then actually maybe that's what I need to do. Okay. So it just gives me that. And it didn't crash, which is quite nice. If text pointer -1. So by rights, text pointer... So this is while it's less than the offset. It's going to be incremented to the text pointer. This isn't going to be incremented to the text pointer. And then this is going to try and test... the memory location before text pointers. The text pointer is only set up there. It's got to be It's got to be tested some bogus stuff, hasn't it? Let's just pop this test back in, because I just feel like that's problematic. Yeah, unless we make it print out, like, potentially incomplete reference. Could do that, I suppose. I presume you can do that now, actually. No. File line number. So it's going to be args file index, do we call it? Yeah. And then it's going to be HTML dot annotations. I'm going to use that code. HTML annotation. Yeah, annotations. Line, yeah. So I need to actually choose a current annotation, obviously. Annotation index dot line. Okay, that sounds alright to me. So I think I've done there what I was wanting to do. It still produces something. Yeah. Null. Right. That's unfortunate. Right. So I suppose I need to do some checking with the other thing, don't I? Yeah. I mean, I guess well, I mean, they should really be complete, shouldn't they? Don't know if you can really rely on that, but they should be. Oh, hang on a minute, I am already checking some stuff. So if there's a site, then output the size, otherwise output the author. If there's a page, output the page, otherwise output the title. Right, okay. Yeah. Maybe I just don't bother checking this. Maybe it should suffice that it just says potentially incomplete reference and have done with it. Yeah, that sounds alright to me. So, yeah. Now there was another thing actually I was thinking about, and it was with regards to this thing up here, the references. Now, we don't actually support it yet, but if we support a reference ID, so that you can actually refer to the same reference multiple times in your annotations, then you could end up in a situation where this list contains, for example, let's just say that in this episode of Risky Business, Mio refers to the register transfer level article of Wikipedia 3 times. You could end up in a situation where this the actual reference will appear once, but the locations of it will appear multiple times, or we'd want them to appear multiple times. And unfortunately, the way that it's styled at the moment, it's a bit there isn't enough space for it, really. You know, I mean, you could potentially have, you could instead of having them like the number and the time code above each other, you could have them on the same line, and then you could just like kind of write down each one. But if there's more than 2, you'd end up enlarging this a bit, like more than it should be enlarged, more than might be practical, let's say. So maybe I should actually, instead of having the them side by side, maybe I should have all the information about the reference on one line and all of the indices on like a line below it. So I think I'm gonna try and do that, just to sort of set us up for success, basically. You know, for the time when actually I'm supporting the reference ID. So all that would mean would be so this is the refs data ID 1. So yeah, within this timestamp, time is there. That's the ref. Right, so they are one above each other already. Ref content source, ref title. Right, yeah, okay. So I think what I was kind of talking about is having that up there. But that, I don't suppose that'd be enough. Right, so that would be going across. Actually, maybe that would be enough. Let's do it with the other one as well. Probably want to center it. Would we want to center it? Yeah, I might want to center it. Oh, also I remembered that I was doing some inline style as well, so I want to put that into the, like this stuff here, I want to put this into the CSS file. So the source, yeah, I mean, like, let's just see what this looks like. Style, text align is center. Oh wow, okay. A ref. Div source, I see, you're right. So yeah, div source. Well, I mean, maybe if I make them spans actually. Either that would be enough. Wow. Because what? I'm gonna. It's probably thrown me off a bit because the information in that guy is also incomplete. Okay, interesting. So that isn't what I want. So I do want those to be... I do want them to be divs. Well, hang on a minute. Shouldn't these guys inherit from him? I'm going to do the same for this. No. God damn it. I probably should actually edit this CSS in the browser actually. Right, so let's pick this little thing here. It's the ref content. That's what I'm after. Simple as that. I think. Did that affect the 2? It did, didn't it? Yeah, okay. interesting. So, what is the style on this? That's text line right. Okay. So I think I would like what is this here? This thing is a div. Right, okay, so the timecode is a span. I think I would like this to be floating to the left. Yeah, that is what I would like, I think. And then this ref index, I'd like this to be I'll just put it to the left of the time, I think. Maybe? Would that be nice? Center, margin, bottom. Span time code. What happens if I make this a span rather than a div? Will I be able to do this? Oh, I can. So now where is it? It's there. Okay, cool. That's fine with me. Well, hang on a second. I don't know. I don't know. Is ref still flexbox? It is, yeah. Yeah, it is a flexbox. Yeah, so what is ref? Ref is that thing. What I'm trying to do is to put the. I'm trying to make the this little bit of information up here appear at the top of this box, and then make the time code appear below it. But I mean, I'm actually having kind of second thoughts here. Although, I mean, yeah, I mean, I will want to handle the I will want to handle the case where there's multiple things. Like such a column. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, you know, multiple what's-his-faces. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, maybe that's okay. However, I did that. Does it show them in line here? It kind of does. Now the ref at this point, you know, if we're putting them side by side, maybe then we should put. Can I edit the two to put like that? Now you can move time code as I ref continue, should be fine. Okay, cool. I see. So that goes down to there. Interesting. So yeah, I don't think I can do that very easily here. I don't think, can I? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let us let's try and edit, try and just replicate what I've done here in the HTML file, or the CSS actually. Right. So we're saying ref timecode, inline block, right. Float left was the thing, wasn't it? This could go horribly wrong, but let's try. Putting right, that's like that. Inline block, yeah. So then the other thing that I changed was ref content, wasn't it? Ah, right. So just do that in my file, do I? I should make it actually, shouldn't I, really? So what have we got? We've got ref. This container, ref. Ref title. Let's ref again. Ref timecode. Refs. There's title. That's source. Right, yeah. So I think I'm right in saying that I want here to do this. And this is with 100% text align center. I think that's correct. Source is still the same. Ref title was text line center. Text align item center. Right, and that was the ref title, the div class ref title. We've got a ref title. No, we haven't. So below the source, let's say refs, ref title, text align center. Oh, hang on a minute. That's inherited from span, so I don't need that, do I? Sorry, right. Timecode. Hang on a minute, let's just... Yeah, so this was its own style. There's nothing in there. Timecode. So that's what I did change. Span class ref index. Text line sent. So, right, we haven't got that. Let's give myself one of those then. Timecode. I think I'm correcting it and doing this like this. So that should be text align center. Margin bottom 2 pixels for some reason. And margin right was 4 pixels, so that's getting it delimited from the time. And this inherits from span. Okay, so then we had the flex box. flex direction, we had it on row for the rest ref. So I want to change this to column. And then I want to go back to the .html file. Let's just generate this again. See if that gives us anything close to what I was talking about. Right, yeah, so I did move. I swapped these guys around. He said now you can move timecode outside ref content, you should be fine. So timecode. So the div class, so move this. That's outside of ref content. Oh, right. Actually, I suppose also, because I've got this style in it, I could actually delete it all now. And then moving the timecode. Right, moving the timecode outside of there. That's what we're saying. Yeah, and that's roughly it. For some reason though, I've busted up this somehow. So I have said float left. Span time, good. I have said float left. Oh, hang on a second. Should I have made this into... Oh no. That's a span. What have I forgotten to do here? It's better not to use floats. You can almost always get the design you want without it. It tends to complicate things. Ah, okay. So, right, cheers. I won't do that then. Right. So, mainline block. Right. So yeah, what I'm trying to do here, I've lost track of how to just move this over to the left hand side. Was that it? Was it just changing this to a div? Oh, sorry, a span rather. Yes, that was it. Okay. Maybe time was a min width. Doesn't seem to. What's that? Margin right. Text align. Memories on time code. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. That should be okay, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? The flex direction is now column. Right. Interesting. Display flex. The ref content is fine as it is, I think. These guys are both alright. This guy is in the centre. Right. Why is this so far off, by the way? I wonder. Oh, it's a div, isn't it? I just haven't changed that into being a span. Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, actually, unless that would be fine. Maybe with some mid-width and the padding right. Okay. All right, let's try this then. And also, while I'm actually just while I've got it, let's actually do it. So the thing was, I need to change this thing, the ref index, to be a span, don't I? So let's go back to my file. Right. This needs to be a span, right? It shouldn't have the style. Right, yeah, that seems okay. And then I can move the timestamp. The time code, rather. Yeah, sorry, the time code outside of the span. So I can move that to here, I believe. Check what we've got. Yeah, so this is the source and the rest out. That's fine. For being div still. So if I just do that, that should be alright. Then if I go to style.css, I'm removing from the time code the min width and the padding right, and the float as well, actually, for that matter. So I haven't done the, haven't put those in my place, somehow. Did I build it? What have I done here? Oh, I haven't, I've put these in the wrong order probably still. So I need to just sort those out. Right, yeah. So, data ID... There are 3 things here. So there's that. Div class, source, ref title. So href is equal to the URL. So that is that. That is the URL. The next thing should be the source. So that is the ref. That should be these guys, I think. And then we have this, this and this. Yeah, right, okay. What was it? Annotation index. The URL. Then there. I think that's correct. Let's try this again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. But then I also wanted to put the square brackets. Pretty sure that's here, wasn't it? Yeah. So then what I'm thinking, if there's more than one of these, then every following one separates it from the preceding one with a bullet point or something. Pretty sure this is what I was actually after. So it's something to do with the children. But I mean, still, like I say, this is still kind of moot, isn't it? Because I can't actually do multiple refs yet. Unless I hack it, just for testing purposes. So yeah, last child. So this whole thing here, this whole thing is the timecode. So it's the timecode ref index. Text align right. What size is that? Inline block. Does that seem at all sane to you? Text align right. Ref. Actually, I don't need that necessarily. Timecode. Yeah, let's do nothing. So yeah, let's remove that. Text line center on the timecode. Timecode ref index. Yeah, I mean that's not doing anything either, really. Time. time to inherit stuff. So yeah, I mean, that can go as well, I guess. Because that wasn't doing anything. You just needed the margin. Yeah, I mean margin bottom as well, like margin bottom shouldn't be only on the time code anyway. It should really be there if it's on anything. So yeah, let's take away the margin bottom from the ref index. So we just need the margin right, which we do need, right? So yeah. So then what I'm basically talking about is if we can take this whole time code. So that's just that thing. Yeah. Inline block. Yeah, do we need that? Because being a span, since it's a span, it's a block anyway, isn't it? I sort of feel like I can remove that. Well, maybe I'll keep it for now. Yeah, I will. But let's I seem to remember being able to do something like this. Child being able to do like a yeah, it wasn't really not really prefix as such. Span is just inline but right, okay. So I'll keep it as it is. Child selector, that's what it was. Oh, wrong browser. So, what well, possibly parent, immediate child. Well, I think what I'm looking for is well, it's gonna be it's gonna be all. Well, hang on a second. It's gonna be. So yeah, right, in English, right. I want to say all of the every time code, every one of these elements of these every one of these spans, apart from the first one, should have a bullet point at the left of it. So that I've got a delimiter. So say like if this is referenced twice, and it's like 2903, and then 310 or whatever, I'd like there to be a bullet point between the two, and then each time it's referenced, each time it has to add another time code, it kind of keeps separating them with a bullet point. But I don't want the first one to have a bullet point before it. if that's reasonable. So basically it's all except for All except for the first one. Immediate child. So I guess the immediate child is the first one, isn't it? Ref. Oh, the repeating inside a container elements. Okay. So, okay, where are they at the moment? Actually, let's have a look at the out.html. So they're currently need first child to match just the first. Ah, right, okay. So you say like there's no suffix for the first child, no prefix rather. So you're saying it needs to be the first in the list of children, so it's best to put them all in their own container. Ah, okay, cool. So if you just say like span, or would div be correct? Wow, what's going on here? So that doesn't seem to have affected it adversely at all, which is always a nice thing to say. The ref index doesn't repeat though, right? Yeah, that probably won't actually, will it? Yes, it will. Sorry. No, the ref index is going to be unique. Isn't it? Because the ref index corresponds with the actual occurrences, so the ref index corresponds with this thing here. So no, it doesn't repeat. Because it is not at all. Okay, let's see. So yeah. And then whatever that number would be. Well, let's just make it. Okay. Right. So basically what I'm saying is that this thing would then let me also make a timecode for it as well. So it's going to be the same data ref because it's referred to the same thing. But this number here that number here would be a 3. And basically we're saying, referring again, refer back to the register transfer level, docs, register transfer. That's basically what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's just make this all match up now. So, I can just copy it, can't I? Div class contents. Yeah, right. You can just do the same again. Leave. Hang on a second. Oh, that's interesting. So I've hit a bit of an interesting situation here. This time code here is referring to 2 things. But these both have the same ID. So if I later refer to this, refer back to the same document again, this timecode is still going to... Well, hang on a minute. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe I don't necessarily need to have that be imposed on us. Well, hang on, I do actually, don't I? Yeah, I'm basically saying like... Yeah, there isn't a corresponding data ref for it. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm like... it's like... I need to separate these guys out. Ah, right, okay. Let's do that then. Data ref. Oh, I see, yeah, so this guy refers to these guys. That sounds like a cool idea, actually. Yeah. That would be more like what I'm after. Need to modify onRef change though. Yeah. Var refs equals ref.split. Wow. Refs would then be an array. Ah, okay. So... Okay. So currently var refs is that's ref length. So okay, so this is my out.html, HTML, so I can always regenerate this if I need to, but I don't want to necessarily. Var refs equals ref.split, so I'm splitting it at the commas. Confusing names. Change the current refs to ref elements. So ref elements. And then we're going to say ref.split. Right. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah. So I do still need. I still need to get the query selected, don't I? I still need to get these guys. So var ref elements is going to be this. And then I want to split the result of this thing, don't I? Don't forget to rename all the users. Yeah, cheers. Sorry, I'm splitting ref elements. Wait a second. Var refs equals ref.split and that. Right. So ref elements dot split, and I'm splitting them on the comma. Right. Is that correct? I think. You want to split a string? Ah, right, okay. So... The lack of typing means you have to keep all of that in your head. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So, ref.split. I need to rename all the users as well. Right, hang on a minute, let me just look at this again. Refs is an array. I see, right. Refs.length. So refs is an array, isn't it? I want to loop over the ref and check that data ID is inside the refs array. Okie dokie. Cheers. Maybe I can reuse I, actually, maybe? I'll see if I can. Looping over the ref elements. Okay. Checking the data is inside the ref's array. Okay, so for each ref element, so if ref elements I oh, hang on a minute. Ref elements get attributes. Data IDs into the rest array. So if that, oh, hang on a minute. For each of the ref elements, I want to say for ref elements do they match? God damn it. That was slightly wrong. Oh. Checking the data IDs into the rest array. For each of them, checking if it's inside the rest array. And if it is, we want to say, oh, hang on, is that all it is then? We just do that, is that right? So it's possible I just broke it at the very end there. So yeah, something's gone awry. You're missing at that for the if. Oh, right. So this is not really behaving as expected. So looping over the ref elements dot length. So the ref elements is currently set to this thing. Refs is equal to ref dot split. Check the console. There's no video at all. God, that happened. Where it's not loaded the JavaScript. Wonder why though. Syntax error. Oh right. Especially we've got keyword else. Ah, damn it. Well, hang on. No, that's not right. Because that closes that. Missing in the fall. Ah, right. Yeah, wow, nice one. There we go. So let's see what happens. So that hasn't highlighted them both. That hasn't highlighted anything. This can, well, this does jump up there. That jumps to there. And that took me out. Yeah, that's weird. J is not defined. What's happening here? Ah. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's weird. So, hang on, sorry. Let's try that again. 9:03, so I'm clicking definitely on the time. Yeah, and it's jumping me out to there. I mean, it is jumping me to the time, but it is also jumping me out to the website. Rest assured you want to change the class list for the elements. Rest strings. Change the class list. Right, I think. Rest length. No, hang on, that isn't right, is it? Rest strings, you want to change the class list for the elements. Aha. Bingo. Wow, dude. That's perfect. That's that. That's it. Oh, wow. Awesome. So, right. So before we go any further, let's get this into my file. Don't have enough elements in the bottom portion of function. Ah. Ah, right. What's I in this case? So that's lining up with that. This not sure if this Ref.length, yeah. Well... that does work. Let's jump into there. Let's jump back to there. And that has paused. So, right, okay, so I think that's correct. I think. I mean, what's a little bit disconcerting is that this I is looping over the ref elements. Then this is using a... Oh, hang on, no. Sorry. This is different, isn't it? It's a different I loop for I. Right, okay. Yeah. So I think I'm doing the same style as well. So yeah, I think that's alright now. HTML to HTML. So yeah. So the other thing that I had to do was to split these guys up. Yeah. Though again, like I don't have the ability to actually leverage this at the moment because I don't have the like the ref ID stuff. I mean like the unique IDs for references that we can reference multiple times. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'll be able to test that. Oh yeah, right. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's just do it by hand. There we go. Can I have duplicate rest for now? That coach are working away. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I'm happy with that. So, yeah. What else? What's going on? Ah, right, yeah. So another thing I was thinking of doing actually was just removing all these spaces, just to see how that affects the size. I'm just very aware that OBBG 42 blows out to be 156 kilobytes. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to say for each line, if it starts with a thing and it's got multiple spaces, so yeah, for each line I want to substitute that for just that, I think. Might need to escape that. Pattern not found. Pattern not found again. What am I looking for here? That. Then that's not found. Okay. Okay, this might need a bit of actual. So we've got that. Ah, I see. Right, so it's that. So as many spaces. So how do you do that? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. So for every line, I want to substitute all of that for a solitary one of those. Ah, is that what it is? Hold on. I think you need to escape the plus. What did I end up doing? I ended up doing that. It might depend on the magic, the magic mode that you're in as well. Because I think what I just did I think what I just did do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, it does look like it is, like it did. So that blows out, yeah, I mean you see that blows out to just that. 115k, which is a significant amount, you know. It's like 40 kilobytes less, isn't it? 41 kilobytes. So although it makes it less readable, what was this? Was this Control Shift U? Control U? Control? No. Control Shift Y? No. Let's just get back to it. Oh, I still haven't done the I still haven't done the children, have I? Because that was like part of the whole process. Although, did I decide that I wouldn't bother doing that because I can't actually do that yet? I'm trying to push. Ah. Yeah, true. See what you can say through modification. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, because that's all bang up to there now. Oh, it's going to open up Cute Browser. It would GDIF transmission anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah. Would it matter for like storing it on the server though? You know, because these things can get pretty large. You know, if there's loads of them. It's the wrong thing. Hang on a second. Well, I mean, it has managed to minify it somewhat. Let's try that again. Selection. Oh, it should be clipboard. Just bear with me. Right. Right. Here we go. This is my actual HTML. It's interesting these left spaces there. That is a space, isn't it? Yeah. Wonder why it bothers to leave the space. I should copy to clipboard. Yeah. Yeah, that was doing. Just don't know why that guy wasn't copied to clipboard. So there's like a line that's this long. So it's clearly like 117 kilobytes, isn't it? No, it's not. let's hang on. That's a mere 115k. That's interesting. Try to G's it the original. Key. Oh wow, 14k. Blimey. Gosh, that's some compression, isn't it? What does XZ do with it? That's 12k for XZ. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah. So minification 156k, and I found that was giving me 115, wasn't it? After just removing the spaces from the start of the lines. True, yeah, so maybe it can compress all of those lines down to like not very much. What about bzip2 actually does? It's like it's down to 12. Gzip. So yeah, bzip2 and xz are similar. gzip is slightly more. And the original thing is only 56k, yeah. Yeah, okay. So maybe I should keep that in mind then. That, RLE, yeah. I like how you avoided saying try the BWT compressor. Is there RLE here? Yeah, it is. What? For some reason it's print effing all this lot. What is RLE even doing? So, right. That isn't quite correct. What have we got in here? RLE.C, BWT, MZ. Right, okay, it was MZ, wasn't it? That was the thing that could do the RLE. Isn't it? Yeah, right, compress with RLE. So compress, here we go, let's try this. So MZ, compress with RLE. This is an out file. Okay. Out.RLE. And then that that compressed it down to 119 from what was it originally? Okay, so it was 156k. So that's quite nice to see. So it's just going to be, it's only going to be run length encoding the spaces, isn't it? Right, what's that there? Yeah. I think that means that there's a new line. Well, hang on. Because it was mostly down in the it was mostly down in the no, it wasn't actually. It was up with the divs, wasn't it? That's a 0A. A space. Then 93. Does that mean there's 93 spaces? That cannot mean that, can it? Oh, look at that. It's managed to optimize out a single, well, no characters annotator. In fact, that's probably a good idea to have a look at how that's happened. So we've got so that is the N, and it's saying there's, right, so, yeah, right, 81. However, that is actually working, it's just meaning that there's one of them. It's probably three spaces for that. and then I don't know what that means. 20. Well, yeah, sorry. And then three of those. That's probably what's going on there. That's kind of nice. Yeah. So, right, we've been going for like 2 hours, haven't we? Because the music's finished. And what have I actually accomplished today so far? I mean, I probably will actually call it a day here and return tomorrow. Although, wait, we wanted to do the children, didn't we? Let's get the children done, and then, because that was the whole point of doing this whole situation. Let's do the children, and then we can all go home, as it were. So. Get some limbo on. Oh, it's not in the list. So yeah. I needed them to be in their own span, didn't I? Or their own container of some description. And that was the timestamp, wasn't it? You were saying to put this into the this into here. I believe. So we've got the div class refs, div class time codes. Oh, well, hang on. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, isn't it? I suppose ref indices could be the name of it as well. Yeah, let's call them that. So yeah, let's do that. Div class ref indices. And then everything in the div class is going to have the prefix, isn't it? We're saying. So ref indices. So this is at the same level as the ref content. Right. So let's actually copy this down. So what we're saying is, the first child is going to have a certain suffix, isn't it? Prefix. I do remember you being able to do this. It's like a prefix string. CSS. Oh, hang on, was it content? I think this is what I'm talking about. Content normal. Let's just maybe try one of these. Yeah, right. So before the key before content should be nothing. Right. Otherwise, we want to say that that these guys all have content should be a bullet. Don't know if that'll be valid, but so for some reason he's taken it. First child. While I'm here, actually, let me just see if that's how you do a bullet. And I also forgot to do that, didn't I? Obviously not. Oh, interesting. So maybe I just need to do... Maybe I do need to just write the actual value. Let me just refer back to what Seth was saying. Oh, there's stuff down there. Alex phone. Hello. Just whipped out the picture stuff out. Right. Okay. So when was this? Oh wow. Gosh. So yeah, you actually joined yesterday as well. So I will I don't know if you're still here. You don't appear to be. But I will just say, for the benefit of the archive, in case you managed to watch the archive, or in case you're still even here and just not in the chat. So yeah, the picture of Sci5. So this is because Sci5 is to do with the project Risky Business. Just pop that in there. And basically what this whole thing is I'm writing the annotation system for it, because I write annotations for this project. And they end up looking like this. I mean, this is an OBPG one. But this is basically the annotation player, essentially, and I'm just writing the thing that takes in my HTML files. So I just opened up OBG 042.html. So these are my annotation files. So I write them in this format, and the output, well, I'm writing this thing here, which is a C program that converts them into this. The output looks like, well, if I can just find it, out.html. Yeah, the output is the actual web page. So I mean, I could potentially like write all of this, couldn't I? You know, but it just makes much more sense to write them in a more more pleasant format, and then have them kind of converted for me. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So I have done the content. Oh yeah, I was going to look at the Saf's thing, wasn't I? Immediate child. Apply to treat it. Right, to match all immediate child. So you need first child to match just the first. I see. I mean, it needs to be the first in the list of children, so it's best to put them all in their own container. The reference doesn't repeat us though. Right, so I've put them in their own container, I believe. In fact, I want the console, don't I? The inspector. Graphic study, yeah. So refs, graphic study. Ref indices, yeah, right. So that's interesting. The ref indices. I suppose what I don't understand also is like, oh, hang on a second. Well, this is the first child of the refs, isn't it? Let's just see. What's actually the time code? Do I? Should construct an example of multiple things. Okay. Add HTML. So yeah. REST container is what we're talking about. So we've got this, and it's going to have that, and then it's going to have multiple ref indices. Yeah, right. So it's going to have this basically. Right. It's going to be something like that. So yeah, the idea is that I wanted to insert the bullet point before everything apart from the first one. Let's just put another one as well, actually. Yeah, so they're just not inserting them all. So shall we do it on the, well, hang on, yeah. So I'll put it on the ref indices, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. Ref indices before. But he said I want to put it on the time code before. So how does that show up in the little thing over there? I see, right. Oh, I can just change the HTML, the CSS, can't I? Without any problem. So you say put it on the time code. Let's make another couple of these. So you want to say, instead of on the ref indices, these are also within a ref indices thing now, aren't they? So these guys should say, this one should say that. Should have this content. And then, well, honestly, just say right. That looks right to me. Yay, that is what I want. Perfect. So the content should be that, but there should also be a bit of a margin. It'd be nice if it was. It'd be nice if it was perfectly centered between the two things. How would I do that, I wonder? Try adding display inline block to the time codes. So this one does have an inline block. Was that changing something while I was writing? Inherit. Right. Remove the padding. Oh wow, okay. So padding right. Hang on a sec. Time code. What? Because I was taking stuff away from the thing down there as well. By the looks of it. Yeah, right. So this is going to be applying to the actual guys, isn't it? Add 0 to the, what is it? Ref type. Ah, okay, right. Refs dot ref type. Ah, okay, perfect. And then the other thing was no white space. Oh yeah, dude. That's it. That's nailed it. Somehow. Ref indices. Where's the before stuff? Oh, it's because it's hidden, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, we were saying before, so that has nothing before it. This thing does have something before it. Although it's not saying what. Is it? Because before it was actually showing, it was showing the content before. Where is my content? It was there, wasn't it? there is. So yeah, margin right. Let's just take away that a moment. Let's just see how that affects it. So that pops it there. So, right, so maybe 4 was just pure luck, that it looked like it was censored. Well, maybe not, actually. Well, I don't know. It's tough to tell. Yeah, it was just luck, wasn't it? But, like, I mean, that's fine, isn't it? Honestly. The main thing is it just... Well, I mean, I know I was sort of saying let's get it censored, but I suppose this is good enough. Yeah, so that's kind of cool, I think. It'd be interesting to see what happens when you've got, like, too many of these to actually fit on the thing. Although you were saying to do this, weren't you? No space between them. That's interesting. So, yeah, right. So it wants margin left and right. That's very interesting. So, yeah. There we go. That's it, isn't it? Although, you know what? For the sake of argument, let's just... if you do margin 0 px for the before, it should be centered. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. Because, right. So, yeah, it just goes... So it applies the 0 to the top and the bottom, and the 4 to either side. Yeah, that's sweet. And that was because of not putting a space. So if I do put the space there, yeah, it blows it off. Blows it off course. So yeah, I need to remember when I do this. Let's make a note of that, actually. Although, I mean, maybe I'll just remember. But when we're doing the doing the ref indices, let's make a note. Can I just do a note like that? Yeah. So when looping over these, spans, ensure to put them all on the same line without a space between them. When looping over the yeah, that's fine, isn't it? We're looping over the span. Span class ref index. Oops. Yeah. Ensure to put them all on the same line without a space between them. Right, yeah, so yeah, when I rebuild this, we're going to lose that. So what I was going to see was if I just put like more of these. Right. Right, just piles them up. Pretty sure there's a more efficient way of doing that. Yeah, so we've got one. Yeah, so they're all there. So it might actually be nice. It might be nice to centre this whole span actually. So if we make this thing centred. Yeah, that might be kind of nice. But then the thing is, then you end up in a situation where this guy, this guy's got one before it. So, which isn't necessarily what I want, because I want it to be like just between the ones that are on the same line. But I think that's something we'll have to, that's a bridge we'll have to cross when we come to it, I think. Or is it? Yeah, I suppose it's something to keep in mind, I'd say. Selector, because it's like the first child. I seem to remember maybe the flex box can do something with this actually. If you assume you only have 3 blind, you can use nth child 3n. Yeah. But I'm not sure. Well, I mean, unless I do actually. No, everybody just use that selector. Yeah. I mean, I suppose I could guarantee that there's only 3 per line, couldn't I? That probably wouldn't be unreasonable. Yeah, let's make a note of that as well, actually. When looping over these span, ensure to put them all on the same line without a space between them. Ensure also that there are less than or equal to 3 per line. Hang on a minute. Well, hang on. If I do that, where am I? Or rather, if I look for the 4th one. If I put this on the other line, this isn't going to make any difference, is it? Yeah, it's not going to make any difference which line you put it on, is it? So you'd have to actually do something a bit smarter. I think, wouldn't you? Oh, it's the centre, wasn't it? Ref indices. Let's just put that in the style. Wasn't it in the... What's the time code, wasn't it? Ref indices. Oh, sorry, no, it was the ref indices. Just the plain ref indices. I think. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean that isn't going to make any difference, I don't think. So yeah, we want to make sure there's only 3. So make sure it outputs 3 per line. Ensure that system generate HTML, you can count them as you generate and force the lines to be whatever length you want. Count them as you generate and force the lines to be. Oh, interesting. I was really, you're not using shitty template generator. Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, so, sorry. In doing that, then you also need to have the end thing, don't you? So it would be like... So yeah, it's this, isn't it? It's the nth child would have nothing before it. Right. Yeah, cool. So, yeah. You can write a ref indices. Fill it with up to 3 timecode elements. Then write a new ref indices block for the next 3. That sounds cool. Then you need to worry about the nth child. Yeah. Dude, that sounds like the very thing that I want to do. Oops. Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. That's exactly it. That's perfect. So yeah, so the note is going to be fill the ref indices with greater than or equal to 3 span class ref index. That's it. Isn't it? Fill the with fill the ref indices and ensure for the div class that, and ensure to put these up to 3 spans on the same line, without a space between them. Yeah. That sounds good to me. I like how there's a great big, great big line space there. But yeah, that sounds fantastic to me. And then they just keep piling up. I wonder if that'll actually jump to the location. Yeah, wow, it does. That's cool. You can actually jump into a mid time code. I wonder what Sean's up to. Oh, he's looking for his looking for the bottle. That's nice actually that you can just jump to there. Well, hang on a second. Could I have a use for that? I wonder. I'm just thinking in terms of the quotes here, because sometimes I do like an annotation that it would be something like, do such and such, and it's associated with a quote, but the quote doesn't happen at the start. It happens a little bit in, but it was kind of appropriate with the rest of the annotation. So I wonder if I would want to mark up this thing so that, for example, if Sean were to say something here that was quoted and it was marked up as a quote, I wonder if this could link into the quotes thing, and then the quote itself actually points to the actual location. Maybe that's too fussy though. Maybe I don't need to bother with that. But it's just kind of an interesting observation that you can just jump straight into the middle of a thing. And I suppose this also kind of suggests that, and this is also going to change it all as well. You can add an optional time ref attribute to the ref. Yeah. Right. If it's there right at that time, it's not right at the annotation time. Very interesting. So that all that would mean would be adding a time to the quotes to the quote node. I think, because that's what I'm talking about. It's like the specifying the actual time of the actual quote. So that could optionally take an actual different time. That's interesting. I think that's one to mull over and see just how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm gonna mull that one over. But yeah, this is looking pretty sweet, I think. Kind of feel that when you're on this annotation, it would be nice if it. Yeah, I was going to say actually. When you're on this one, it only highlights that. And also, another thing I was thinking was, when you go into the references thing, that was it actually. When you're hovering on this, it would the background would change to have like a sort of an arrow kind of pointing out as if like you're going to open a new tab. So that would be occurring in the top section. The ref content, yeah. So the ref content would, his background would change to have that picture. And the ref oh, hang on a second. Ah, right. So yeah, right. So there are different time codes. So yeah, we could totally do that, can't we? It's basically when this pops up. Well, hang on. No, actually, it's well, it's not something. Because the thing is, it's the data ID, isn't it? It's associated with the data ID. Yeah, we might need a bit more information in there in order to make this thing just highlight that one. Yeah, so, oh, mind you, well, what would it be highlighting even? Guess it would highlight both of those guys. I don't know. Unless it highlights the whole time, yeah. I don't know, maybe that's not really necessary. Did I mention that when, the other idea was when you hover over this, it kind of scrolls down and sort of half shows you what's going on. I don't know whether that would be useful. You know, so when you hover over it, it scrolls and kind of highlights it, and then you kind of go off it, and it automatically goes back to where you were. Don't know whether we'd want that. Yeah, but anyway, that's more than enough for one day, I think. I've been going for 2 hours 51. I've dropped 789 frames. And all I've done today is, what have I done today? I've just sort of rearranged the references container. And enabled a bit of deduplication of stuff, haven't I? I think. Let's just before we go, let's CD back to there. Hey, dropped risky 14. Let's generate that, and let's look at this thing. Well, instructions.scala. So yeah, they look like this now, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, it's kind of cool actually that when you're hovering over the superscript thing, this doesn't take effect, which kind of suggests that this superscript could be used to maybe pop open that and highlight this. Doesn't it? No. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much cool stuff that you can just play around with. but not this evening, not anymore. I don't think. That's for another day. So yeah, yeah, that's all for now. So once again, Asaf, so much, just many thanks for all of this fantastic stuff, and your awesome help, and your kind of limitless patience, I think, and just general heroics. What's going on? Oh, that's just that. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, and to anyone else who's potentially watched this, hope you enjoyed it. And thanks also for being fantastic. Until tomorrow. Farewell for now.